The books are both called The Definitive Guide to TradeStation's Easy Language and OOEL Programming. There are two volumes to support that big title, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 is the Programmer's Guide, and Volume 2 is the Reference Guide, and they are meant to be used together. I've written other books, did a magazine for a while. There's the OOEL cover and this Volume 2. So we're going to look at Volume 1 first, and then Volume 2. So Volume 1. Let's start with the table of contents. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to get a good table of contents. But this shows you we start right out with all the front matter, and then we go into the basics of easy language. All the basics, how to program something in easy language. And then it shows you the easy language dictionary, which we'll get into in depth later. And reserved words and skipped words. It gives you a short list of those. All the reserved words in TradeStation are in Volume 2 in the appendix. Okay. The easy language development environment, we know that as the easy language editor. There's where we can program things. And I go through all the different components that are in that. Chapter 2, we're going to do some more easy language. We're brushing up on. Now, if you want to learn the basics of easy language, TradeStation Made Easy is the book for you. But if you want to get right into it quickly, brushing up on easy language. So we add all kinds of easy language commands and how to use them. These books are rife with examples. There are over 300 examples in them. I haven't counted them lately. It might be a lot more than that. And then we go to Chapter 3, Easy Language Intricacy. So we get a little more sophisticated. We talk about alerts and the run command and lots of good things. This is Chapter 3, so you can see how we've organized it. We start out with a couple of little tidbits and then go into alerts and @$, which is a really valuable command. Analysis commentary, which wasn't covered in my or Sam's other books. Chart type using ASCII data. Have you ever wanted to import an Excel file into TradeStation to use for something? This is the way to do it. Play sound, which is the key to my little Bing ticks indicator. Play movie chain, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm anxious to do it. Infobox, hello world, time and sales, currency conversion. So things that are intricate to easy language that aren't covered elsewhere. And we have tables throughout the book. So you'll see tables like this with the command name and a brief description of what it's for. And lots, as I said, of examples. So here's what code looks like. This is a code to do a little alert. There we have some more code and some more code. And these are notes. These are the way we do notes in the book. And so these are the examples. The code will always be in courier type, so you can get out real quick that way. All of this code and the snippets from the books is on our new website, www.easylanguage.com. You can become a free member there, set a password for yourself. With your proof of purchase, I'll send you the code, and you can not have to type any of these examples in. And then in Chapter 4, we get into object-oriented easy language. So the same way I developed the first 3 chapters about coding easy language, then we go the same way through object-oriented easy language. And I give you small examples first, and then we get more and more difficult as we go along. There are times when there are up to 6 pages of code. Of course, you're not going to want to type all that in, but here's a template that we use. Chapter 6, we get into methods, which is the meat of the whole object-oriented thing. A method is like an internal or local subroutine. I don't know if anybody knows what subroutine is anymore, but kind of like having a function inside of your code. And more tables and overloaded methods, which is always confusing. And then we've got a whole section on useful methods. This is code that you can copy and paste into your code, and it's already set up for you. In chapter 15, we have something that's not to be found anywhere else unless you're really familiar with and love using the Easy Language Dictionary. These are all the fundamental fields that are accessible by TradeStation. So if you wanted to know year ago date, you can find it just about anything you want to know with OOEL. If you're looking for an example, you can go through these and find out where it was you saw it, table of figures, and the index is extensive. I think it's maybe 8 pages of index, but everything is indexed. And you can just go through here and look up anything you're interested in. I tried to do other words that you might be thinking to look for. You didn't know what it was called. And I tried to link the aliases for them. And it goes all the way down to Z and a few little symbols. Now we're going to go into book 2 and the table of contents. This one's fun. Where is the command? I went through every menu in TradeStation and wrote down all the things that were under it and all the things that were under that. So if you're looking for something, you can look in that appendix right there. Then it goes into the classes. Well, the dictionary unfolded, so you can see it all laid out is in this appendix. And then all the classes are listed with explanations and examples. Here's where it's background dragging. Where do you find that? Customize commands, chart analysis toolbar, background dragging. Look up a word that you're used to and find where it is. And then we have the dictionary unfolded. All these things that are in the dictionary brings them out and explains them. So it looks like that. You can see what's under what. And then there's the one on classes. I'm glad we printed our books in color. And then a full appendix of reserved words, every reserved word in Easy Language. So you can see the word sticks out. And then I have a full list of non-printable and printable ASCII codes for reference. I've had to use these several times. It's just easy to have it there. More examples and the index for book 2. Oh, this is fun. This is the back cover. George Pruitt, Larry Williams, and Perry Kaufman have endorsed the book. These 3 men are all very good friends. I think that's it. Everybody know my number and my name, right? And Sunny at moneymentor.com.